it's me. Hi everyone. Hello and welcome. What is up, gamers? Hi everybody. Welcome to What is Up, Gamers? Hi everybody. Hope that everything is working. What's happening right now? Is there? Oh no. What's happening right now? Is there echo? Is there? Okay, hold up. Oh no. What's happening right now? Is there echo? Is there? Okay, hold up. Oh no. What's happening right now? That's super weird. I hope you're still here. Well, that's a good start. So today's a Monday. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Perrin, thank you very much for the lurk. Turnip, thank you very much for the lurk. Samantha, hello. Welcome in. Let me show you what we're working on today. We're still working on this gosh dang ding dang painting. Mondays should be illegal, says Samantha. I mean, it was a bank holiday for us here, so, I got to spend the day with my moderator slash spouse, which was really nice. But I don't know, I'm having a case on the Mondays, so my brain isn't braining very well at the moment. Doesn't even have any bookcases. Should I start a new painting that's just bookcases? Because I feel like this is too far off brand at this point. I know what the people want. The people demand bookshelves and bookcases. And I feel like I'm not delivering, and I feel like that's... You know, the trouble is, you niche down far enough, people expect you to exist only in that niche, and if you do anything else, if you deviate from that niche at any point, people will be disappointed and leave. Even if the thing that you're still doing is good, like, you'll still have your diehards who will just do it, like, enjoy everything else that you do, because you're doing it. But a lot of people will be like, this isn't brand, and just be done with it. I know that if anyone remembers YouTuber Jenna Marbles, she always talked about when she made videos about her dogs. She's like, I know you guys don't like these videos so much. And I'm like, who doesn't want to see a video about dogs? What the hell is wrong with those people? This is exactly what I'm here for. What? I want to see your dogs. I love dogs. Anyways, Sledge says, oddly it says it's streaming at 614p. Not even a real resolution, but it looks fine to me. 614p. That's not a real p. That's not a real p. I don't know. I had to change streaming softwares, and I don't understand how anything works now. I am just an little watercolor painter. You can't expect me to understand that kind of shenanigans. Like, are you kidding me? It looks fine, so don't stress. I'm not going to stress about it. Also, hello, Twitch user / Callier, my beautiful moderator / spouse. My body can't decide whether or not the cardigan is too warm or not having the cardigan on is too cold. Because I just took the cardigan off because I was too warm, and now I'm freezing. So I'm going to put the cardigan back on. This is my cardigan, by the way. It's very bobbly and very old. And... it's the only cardigan I've ever found that is this, like, perfect shape and size for me. It is gazillion times too big, and it's, like, a fairly loose weave, and it's really comfy, and it's made out of probably some, like, god-awful, like, acrylic polyester blend or something. And I desperately want something like this, but made out of, like, cotton or wool, and I cannot find it. All of the cardigans I'm seeing are either, like, other synthetics, which I don't want, or they're, like, the kind of cardigan that you can wear to the office, or they're way too expensive and still not what I want. Life is very difficult for me. Oh, this is actually a cotton acrylic polyester blend, so, like, half of this is cotton, and that's pretty good. Anyways, hello, Theo. Oh my goodness, we've got a little Abigail dragon and a little kiwi bird sharing the pretty strawberry. I hope they are enjoying their snack. I'm still waiting for strawberries to come into season here, and my god, it feels like it's taking so Oh no! Speaking of things that are in season, I was at the supermarket today and I forgot to look for asparagus. Tragic! Oh no! I mean, I'm making, like, spaghetti meatballs for dinner tonight, so it's moot because you don't want you don't want you don't want you don't want asparagus in your spaghetti meatballs because I'm doing a tomato sauce and I don't think it goes, but beans. Ah, shoot. Anyways, hello Theo, and hello Tals, and Samantha says, we already had our allotted 1 week of summer this year. Oh, I got, Samantha, I wish that was true. I wish that was true, but it's going to, like, I live in the south-ish of England, and despite the discourse in this country about the fact that, like, summer doesn't exist, it gets humid as heck where I am, and the sun, because of where we are relative to the sun, like, on the planet in terms of the poles and stuff, the sun is, like, right in your face at, like, 5 p.m., like, the most tired time of the day, and it's so hot and it's so bright, and it just makes me want to, like, tear my face off and fly away. I hate it so much. I don't know. What does that even... Tal says, I saw UK strawberries in my supermarkets and they do exist. Oh my god, is it just Waitrose failing me with their, like, Spanish strawberries? Oh my god, I'm so happy for you and so upset for me. Like, I'm really happy for you that happened, but it should have also been me. I've been waiting for so long. I'm gonna cry now. BRB. No, actually, I'm gonna blow my nose 1 second. That's such great news, Tals. That is, honestly, that has lightly made my day. I'm so happy for you. I cannot. I've been, every single time I go to the supermarket, I am desperately looking over the strawberry section to see if maybe there's just, like, one rogue punnet, and there just isn't. And it makes me very sad. Because I want to eat them so bad, but I don't want, like... I just think they're better when they haven't been, like, trucked from super, super far away, and it's better for the carbon footprint and all that jazz, yada, yada, yada. Speaking of, oh god, I saw an article saying that I don't want to go on about this topic too long because it makes me grumpy, but the CEO of OpenAI is like, stop saying please and thank you to ChatGPT because it costs us, like, that millions in electricity. And it's like, okay, please and thank you cost millions in electricity. How much do the actual, like, questions and prompts cost? I hate you people. I hate you so. If you're like, hey, I used ChatGPT to look up, why didn't you just use a search engine? That's what search engines are for. What are you doing? What are you, like genuine, like, what are you doing? You're using it like a search engine that occasionally lies to you. Why do you think that that's it's not better? Like, why would you... Why do you want this? I don't understand. I don't get it. Anyways, Tal says I'd share mine, but I don't think they'll ship over the internet. No, they might be a little bit... They might be, like... They might be slightly off jam by the time they get here. I've got strawberry jam in the fridge. That's fine. That's not a concern, but, my ears are doing this thing where it feels like the sound of my voice is peaking inside. I can see that I'm not peaking on the mic, but it feels like my voice is peaking inside my own head, so that's really fun. Does USB equal you send Barry? Oh god, I wish it was. I wish it was, Tal. That'd be so nice. Anyways, I hope everyone's had a good weekend. I hope you had a nice time. These are the paints that I'm using. It's the 1940 set from Choosing Keeping once again. The Japanese watercolors. And I'm continuing on with this fool's errand. I don't know. It feels like this painting is taking forever, and I feel like by the time it's done, like, I'm not going to be happy with it. Like, it's one of those where it's just like, oh, why? But on Thursday, we're doing something different. I'm going to build some Lego, because I feel like I want to do something that isn't painting for a stream before we get into a very painting-intensive month for me. Because, surprise, I'm going to attempt to do Hollow Knight Art Month again, but I don't know. I've been having, like, a permanent case of the Mondays lately, so whether or not I'll be able to do all of the prompts, I don't know. I'm going to try and keep it relatively simple. Hopefully the art will be nice and people will like it. Yeah. Anyways, and I'm just going to try and feel really inspired to do that. I did do one sketch today. So congratulations to me on doing a sketch. I feel good about that. And is that sketch set in the dark room in Deep Nest so that I don't have to paint too much of it and the rest can just be like, I can just paint it black? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely, 100%. Everything I paint is just going to be in the Deep Nest darkroom, so I don't have to do any backgrounds. Can you imagine? Anyways, but yeah, how's everyone's weekend been? I've had a pretty nice time, all things considered. I I baked Easter bread. I don't know if I mentioned, but I did bake Easter bread. It ended up looking like this. Um, I know it looks a little bit sort of rustic compared to what Easter bread normally looks like, because I made this entirely with gluten-free AP flour as opposed to like plain wheat flour. Um, and so it's got a bit of a rusticness to it. But when I tell you it was nonetheless, here is an unbaked loaf dough. I did manage to braid it, and honestly, the fact that it's braidable was like a surprise to me. I thought it was just going to be like loaf shaped and that was it. So, with that like that in mind, I feel very very proud that I managed to produce something that looks kind of like and tastes like and Easter bread, and had a really nice texture as well. So, yeah, I was actually really happy with that. Here's a picture of the interior. Again, it doesn't have the same sort of like obvious like fluffiness, but it was really good. So like whatever, it's fine. It's fine. The other thing that I did yesterday was I made little, hang on, let me put it sideways so you can, I made little birds' nests, which I these are a very beloved treat, but this year I did something different. Instead of just using because you could just use cornflakes. Hello, Sen. Welcome in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. How is your Monday going? Welcome in. I could, like, oftentimes I would just use cornflakes. I've seen people use shredded wheat as well, but I can't have wheat, so that's kind of that's out of the picture for me, which is fine. It's not my favorite in terms of like the flavor, anyways. It looks a lot like twigs, but I think cornflakes are nicer. But I was like, what if cornflakes plus Rice Krispies? And when I tell you that these are the most delicious Easter bird's nests I have ever had. Cornflakes plus Rice Krispies plus milk chocolate plus dark chocolate with mini eggs on top. Because I did mostly milk chocolate, but I added like a little bit of dark chocolate as well. Oh, y'all. With the cornflake Rice Krispie combo with dark and milk chocolate and mini eggs on top. It's so simple. It was gorgeous. Absolutely the fittest chocolate bird's nests I've ever made. Like basic like child can make it treat, but like they're so good. They're so good. They're so good. I do think that combining the two cereals and adding a little bit of dark chocolate in there elevates it from the like, yeah, this is easy to make and also it's fine, to oh my god, I want to keep eating these forever. Anyways, Sen is good. Crafting convention is starting this Friday. Ooh, very exciting. I hope it goes well. I hope you have a lovely time. Had to pause the Zelda because it is too much and I won't get it finished on time. Fair enough. You've only got a few days. So now I shall finish Marianne from Fire Emblem Tree. I read that as Fire Emblem Tree Houses, and I was like, have I misestimated what that game was about? Because that sounds fun. Fire Emblem Tree Houses, and it's just like a tree house building sim. That sounds amazing. That needs minimal things to be done to be finished. Wish me luck with the wig styling. You got this. You can do it. I believe in you. Hell yeah, that's amazing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, older viewers may remember I've been working on an 18th century shirt that I've been hand sewing. All I have to do is stitch the buttonholes and sew on the buttons, and it's done. Which is very exciting because I'm hoping to wear it to go away next weekend. So, yay! I also have a ready-made garment that I'm hoping to be able to do some alteration on before I go away for next weekend as well. Because I want to feel cute. Um, as usual, it is a garment that is absolutely designed for someone who is like 6 inches taller than I am. So oftentimes with garments, especially garments that are fitted in any ways, like on sort of like the torso area, the bit from like the neckline to the shoulder will be like, I will need to pull like several inches off of that and take that in. But thankfully that's a really easy fix. Um, so, like, I'm not worried about it. It's just kind of a pain in the backside to have to do. And it might not end up looking 100% perfect in terms of, like, kind of finishing it and getting the sort of the bulky XX fabric out of the way, and then, you know, sort of getting it to still sit nice and flat. Because obviously the way that they've sewn it, I can't really replicate without, like, picking apart the garment. And if I'm gonna pick apart the garment, I might as well have just made one from scratch. And I didn't want to do that because it's the kind of thing I don't like making. But, you know, if anyone's looking at the inside of my garment, like, they're the ones who shouldn't be looking. That's weird. That's creepy. What are you doing looking at the inside seams of my, of my waistcoat, you weirdo? That's creepy. Perverts. Anyways, but yeah, hope that y'all had good weekends. Hope that if you were able to avail yourself of baked goods and you like such things, that you were able to do so. I need to figure out what I want to paint here. I think I want some greenery kind of between the foxgloves and the shrub here, so there's a bit more of a just delineation between shrub and like grass. And I might add some more stuff to the grass. I don't know, but I don't want to add too much to the grass and end up having it look bad. This is very much one of those paintings where I'm just second guessing every choice that I make. And also I need to do something with the sort of climbing flowery doodad up there. I'm just going to do a little... What are some flowers that climb that live here at this time of year that isn't a wisteria? I'm not doing wisteria again. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am what shall I say? I am scarred by the last time I tried to paint wisteria, and it turned out kind of bad. So, that's a no from me. Anyways, maybe clematis? Is that how you say it? Sometimes I realize that the only person I've ever heard say, like, the name of something is, like, my parents, and that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how you say it. But yeah, they like climbing up things. I don't know. I'm gonna save that because I don't want to just sit here and brainstorm all stream. Also, I lost the little like lid tip end thing of this paintbrush, and it's making me really anxious that I'm gonna wreck it because there isn't anything to protect the tip and keep it nice and happy. But never mind. Anyways, yeah. What else did I do this weekend? Did I do anything else this weekend? I played some Fields of Mystery off stream. If you were here on Thursday, you'll know that I love that game too much. So I started an offline save so that I can play it when I'm not streaming. Because I will come back to it on stream. But I maybe want to futz around with it when I'm not streaming also. So it's nice to have that. But yeah, I have several teas. This is, I'm trying the cat's pajamas again, which is like, it's chamomile with lemon verbena and cinnamon, and I can just about detect that there's something other than chamomile in it. But once again, because when I had it last time, I was like, mostly it just tastes of chamomile. And once again, mostly it just tastes of chamomile. Like, it's nice, but it's very Mostly tastes of chamomile, I would say. I'm gonna add some yellow to this green. I want this to be a different green. I want it to stand out. And hopefully look cute. Has that done anything? It has a little bit. Okay. Good job, me. Actually, I think that... yeah, I think that'll do. I think that should look cute. Okay, cool. I have... and green. How shall I... what do I want to put down here? I'm feeling very, like, indecisive about this painting. Like, I really am. But I also really want to get it done. So if we don't finish it today, and there's a good chance that we won't finish it today, I'll probably finish it off stream. I don't know if this has been the most exciting painting for people to watch me do. So maybe I'll do, like... I don't know. Next time, once we're finished with, like, Hollow Knight art, I'll do, like, Terry goes to sleep or something, and here's his bedroom, and it's full of bookshelves. I feel like people might be more into that. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting from folks, anyways. Which is cool, because it's something I enjoy. And I was just thinking today, like, I haven't painted a Terry in a little while. It would be nice to paint a Terry. If anyone here isn't familiar with who Terry is he's a Forg, and he's a mage, and he's a very sweet little guy. Where the heck are my... why can't I see my emotes? There they are. But the emote looking at window is for some reason really compressed in this chat window for me. It's probably just the way that this streaming software is configured, which has been an adventure trying to get into any semblance of looking fine. Okay, so, I think I'm just gonna have... just some of this gubbins for starters. Just some of this gubbins for starters. I don't know. Is this working? I don't know. But hopefully it's kind of just fill in. It's kind of just like, not backfill, but like filler, I guess. To make the space feel a little bit more abundant with this, that, and the other. You know. Anyways. Is anybody else going to be doing Hollow Knight Art Month? Are you excited for a month of artworks relating to everybody's favorite video game? I am. I am really going to try hard, I think, to keep to just trying to make myself not overdo it on each individual day. I will endeavor to keep things a little bit simple in places, instead of doing like super detailed backgrounds and fully rendered this, that, and the other. It's okay if things are a little bit, you know, it's okay if the background is basically just a gradient kind of thing. How far will I actually keep that commitment? I don't know. Possibly quite a bit, because honestly, like, I'm tired right now. I don't know I have it in me to keep up with doing, like, very involved, intensive, detailed stuff, like, every day. I honestly just don't know if I can at this point. I'd like to, but gotta be realistic. I will do some, says Tells. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see what you do. I have ideas for, like, some of the prompts at the moment, but I haven't really had a chance to kind of dig in and think super hard about all of them, so we'll see. We'll see what we come up with. I do have a sketch for the very first day, though, so at least that's something. And I have an idea for the second one as well. I want to try and do stuff that's different to what I've done before, also, just because I've done cumulatively quite a bit of Hollow Knight art now. And I don't want to feel like I'm repeating myself, I guess. So if I can try to do stuff that feels a little bit different to what I've done previously, that would rock my socks. And probably just feel more fun. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I think I might go in with like a slightly contrasting color on top. Just to give that a little bit more dimension. I might just add like a butt ton more yellow to it to do that. Okay. This is quite a weird yellow. I think it's more of a gold, sort of like a warm yellow than I feel like it looks like here, but it is like, that is a fairly warm yellow, but it feels like quite a warm yellow. So the way that it's blending with this green is quite interesting, curious and interesting. Hopefully this is adding some interesting dimension. I don't know anymore. Anyways, I think it might be. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I dig it actually. I think this is neat. Okay, cool. Good. What's everybody been up to today? Hope you've had a nice Monday. I went out, ran some errands earlier. As I mentioned, I forgot to get asparagus, which was very silly, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you can see on stream, but I feel like it looks a little bit more kind of dimensional and interesting now, which is perfect. And what else? I'm wondering. I don't know if this is weird. I don't know if this is going to be weird, but I'm wondering if there should be like just a hint of sort of flower bed brown just under the just a little glaze of like a flower bed brown color under the foxgloves. So I'm combining every color I have in my palette until I have something that looks kind of brownish. It's taking some work. Oh boy. Oh, should I have used orange then? I think I should have used orange there. Ah, shoot. Well, whatever. I'll add more green. Now that's too green. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of green. Oh, now it's just green. So I'll add a little bit of red back. Oh, now it's just red, etc., etc. Just a hair's breadth of orange should. No, it's still green. Ah, beans. Beans. Okay. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Is it still? It's still. It's brownish green, maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna. This is gonna be such a like. I don't want it to be like full on. I want it to be a fairly light glaze, and I'm gonna go sideways for this. I think actually. Just kind of here. Is this doing anything? I think it maybe is. I think it maybe is. I don't know. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm having spaghetti meatball tonight, so I'm excited for that. Is that a stupid thing to be excited about? Oh, maybe, but I'm looking forward to it. There were these veggie meatballs that we got from the supermarket that my moderator slash spouse actually really likes. So, spaghetti meatballs is not a dinner that I grew up with at all. It was not something that like my parents ever did. So it's very much something that I like discovered as an adult, which feels like that feels weird. Because it feels like such a like, I don't know, 80s family dinner, but it's just not something that we ever did when I was growing up. But doing it now, I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is actually really nice. Okay. I like that. I think that's better. I honestly really do. Like, it's not a lot, but it's there. And I like that about it. Okay, wizard. Again, still don't know what flowers I want to do in the background, or if I just want to do leaves. I feel like if I just do leaves, I don't know if that's going to be as much fun. But really having a terrible time trying to find good like pictures to help me decide what kind of flower I want to do for the climby bit at the back. Just because all of the photos that I'm finding are like either A, annoyingly close ups, or B, wisteria. And I don't want to do wisteria because it makes me stressed. But yeah. Maybe I'll just pluck something out of my imagination. What are these? This isn't wisteria. House and garden, come on. What is you? I'm gonna have a sip of my tea, I think. Okay. Alright. Whatever this is isn't loading. Anywho. So, in the meantime, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this tea, because obviously I have to, in my Moomin mug, is mince pie. It's obviously very seasonally appropriate. It is nice though. Climbing plants. Anyways, my brain has just completely blanked. Oh yeah, Thursday. Would people be into? I hope people would be into this because I think it would be nice to do a like Lego situation, because I've got this Lego set and it is Animal Crossing Lego, and it's the little like I say like, oh, this isn't gonna take the whole stream, but like knowing me, it is 100% gonna take the whole stream. It is Celeste stargazing set. It is so cute. It is so very cute. If you're not familiar with Celeste Animal Crossing, hold on, let me find you a picture because she's super cute. I could spoil the Lego set if you want to see what the Lego set looks like, because again, it's very precious. And I'm very excited to get to build it. I think it'll be really nice. Stargazing with Celeste. Oh, I love her so much. She's so cute. Why is this picture so low res? I don't know. Anyways, the sunset Samantha. Yeah, truly. I think. Oh no! Hold up. Wait a minute. Nope. Hold, please. Hold, please. This is my Instagram. Ignore that. Ta-da! There she is. There's my girl. She is Blathers' sister. She's an owl, and she is an astronomer. She loves looking at the stars and thinking about constellations And so she's got a little stargazing set, and it is very, very cute. That I'm concerned that the moon has landed, but I think that's probably meant to be just like the moon sort of is you know, crossing the horizon and behind the little scene. She's probably on sort of an outlook at one of the like northern elevations of your Animal Crossing island. Yeah, it's so cool that our friend Sen got her very own Lego set. Hell yeah, very happy for her. I did heart hands in front of the camera. You can't see my hands right now. Hold on. Love that. There we go. Anyways, I'm very excited for this for building this Lego set. It is so stinking cute. I'm very glad that we found it because it was very, very hard to find. I wish I had Lego Celeste, says Theo. I hope that you are able to avail yourself of it at some point. Because it is a good... Samantha says it's a crossover with that Zelda game where the moon crashes into the planet. Oh my god. Oh. That's very on brand. Anyways. But yeah, we were very lucky to find it because I think it was out of stock online for a really long time. But we found it at a Lego shop we happened into when we were in another city a little while ago. It was really nice. Anyways. Oh, I could do honeysuckle. I could do little honeysuckles. Maybe I'll do little honeysuckles. Honeysuckle's pretty. And it smells nice. So, you know, love that for us. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a honeysuckle situation back there. Maybe like the little yellow and pink ones. Oh, that's cute. This is not going to be, like, botanically accurate because it's me, but I can, at the very least, paint in a whole bunch of yellow and pink flowers. And then just go from there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that would be really nice. I don't know. Doing this piece, I'm kind of feeling like, am I using too many colors? Am I just using too many colors at once? Should I be using fewer colors? Is one of the things that I'm like asking myself at the moment and being like, I don't know. Am I using too many too many colors? Maybe I should. I kind of want to do some like 2 or 3 color challenges where, like, let's say like this palette has 8 colors. I just roll it a D8 3 times and pick 3 colors and just do a painting with, like, you know, like this and that or something like that, and see how I can make that work. I think that'd be quite fun. So I think I'll probably maybe do a couple of those at some point. I think that could be an interesting, good exercise. Like, what energy do these colors give me, and then kind of run with it from there. Might be a good time. Anywho, I need to figure out what these weird old flowers look like. And to be honest, it's okay if they don't look perfectly like themselves, because, and I'm just going to start painting them in here and there. And I think I'll try and add quite a goodly few of them, I think. I'm trying to use a quite thick amount of paint so that they're nice and visible. And I'm kind of just, I don't know, they're kind of just becoming little heart shapes, I think. So maybe I'll lean into that and just make them little heart shapes. That's fine. SB, hello. Did somebody say limited color palette? Not today. Not today, but I kind of want to do some at some point soon. Yeah. Anyways, how's it going, SB? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a beautiful Monday. I'm quite enjoying painting these little flowery dudes. I will add some pink as well, because I can. Happy Easter Monday. Happy Easter Monday to you too. User 0106 says, OMG, is that like a non-digital VTuber? So smart. This is what's called a PNG tuber. This is a PNG tuber. So it is about four different frames that are used to create me when I'm talking, and I also blink. And it was watercolor painting. Also, hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Mesh, thank you for the affirmation. Thank you for the affirmation. One moment, please. So this is a new redeem, and I forgot to bring the affirmation cards over. I have 2 decks of affirmation, and I thought it would be nice, maybe just for my own mental health, to just do some affirmations. And Mesh has requested an affirmation, so I'll be back in just a second. Shoot. Hey. I forgot my affirmation cards. Thanks, honey. Okay. Hi, Mesh. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Anyways, hello. Welcome in. It's lovely to see you. And thank you very much for the brand new channel point redeem, which I decided to add because I just think it would be nice to have that. Samantha says this is actually live camera footage of me. Yes, this is true. Samantha says, so this is kind of almost nearly having the redeem I keep trying to bully you into adding, where you just have to accept a compliment without deflecting. No! Anyways, this affirmation isn't for me, it's for Mesh. And anyone else who wants an affirmation. I'm gonna pull from the vampire deck, because it's fun. Alright. So, I am going to select a random card from the deck of Feeling Good About Yourself. Mesh says, I just throw too many at Sammy to deflect them all. That usually works for me. It's very hard. It's hard work for me, I'll have you know. Alright, so, here you go. Here's your affirmation for today. Dance like nobody's watching. Hell yeah. You know what? I like this one. I think that's nice. And I think you should dance like nobody's watching. Hell yeah. There you go. Wait, the affirmation is for us? No, you. You are cool and deserve. No, you. I have reverse carded it. I already do that. I go to rave, says Bash. Awesome! Yay! Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Dance like nobody's watching. That's a delightful affirmation. I'm glad we pulled that one. And thank you for the I'll take Sammy to a rave. Mesh, I almost went to, believe it or not, I almost went to a rave one time in my life. We had to queue outside, and we decided that we were going to, that we were gonna not wait to get in, because we were kind of losing steam waiting in the queue. And so we just went to a cafe around the corner in my hometown that was open, and we had tea, and it was a nice tea. I think it was like herbal tea as well. It was like lemon ginger tea. So I went to a nice little cafe and had a lemon ginger tea instead of going to the rave after all. That's my one and only experience of a rave, is queuing outside, deciding that the queue was going to take too long to get in, and getting herbal tea instead. Cafe rave, says SB. Art during a rave stream? I mean if I can get some, like, I guess I could find some rave music on Epidemic and maybe make the lights be all weird. 100% dragging you to a rave when we meet, says Mesh. Is that a threat? I fear I'm too middle-aged for that, but thank you. I may not stay long, but I'm sure I'll have a nice time. I don't know how I managed to do this, but I managed to just massively tangle the ends of my hair just now. I've been doing a lot of hand sewing this weekend. I've been working on finishing the shirt that I'm sewing at the moment. I only have to do the buttonholes and the buttons. Yes, it's a promise, says Mesh. Okay, well, I look forward to it then. Thank you. But yeah, I've been hand sewing. I just need to do the button bits of the shirt. But my god, The one thing that I hate about sewing above all other things is when I think, honestly, I don't know how I have tangled my hair up this much, but I think I'm just going to have to cut this off. Like, it's going to bother me if I don't. I'm grabbing some scissors. Sen's back. Yeah, Sen, we were talking about Lego Celeste set because I'm building it on Thursday. Gazillion out of 10 do recommend. Okay, I literally just cut the tangle out of my hair because I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. So that was fun. Impromptu haircut, says us. But yeah, I mean, it was a very small amount of hair. But, yeah. Sometimes you gotta. Anyways. Since there's also this Lego Creator 3-in-1 set that has an owl, a fox, and a squirrel. Oh, I think I've seen that one. It's very cute. Very, 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 very cute. I think I missed some chat, so let me attempt to scroll. It won't let me scroll up, but I think I can. I can just do that. Okay, cool. Oh, shush, you don't sound a day over 40, says Mesh. I'm nearly 40. Believe it or not, I am nearly 41. Like, this close. Anyways. Thank you for the affirmation. That was nice. I am just making these flowers into little hearts now. What the hey? I think that's cute. I think that's very cute of me. I think that's great. Good job, me. And I'm gonna try and add quite a few. Like this set of vines is rife with little flowery hearts. Why not? I will be adding some pink ones as well. They're not quite, honeysuckles anymore. They're just little hearts. Whatever. Listen, fantasy flowers are fine. This is my artwork, and I can impose whatever arbitrary rules I gosh dang feel like. And I feel like having some little flowers that are basically just hearts floating around these little vines. Because I think is cute. Okay, I do want to make sure I've got enough space for some pink ones as well. So I might pause on the yellow flowers for a moment and make some pink ones. Anyways. Ooh, nice. Sam says I have one. I got it super cheap by using Lego points for a discount. Hell yeah, I would need a second one for the fox. Ah, I see. That is the thing about the 3-in-1 sets, is that, like, I build the one thing that I like the most, but I'm like, oh, I kind of want to build the other stuff too. But I don't want to deconstruct this because I like it. Oh no. Is it one with a super secret fourth build? Asks Samantha. It seems the newer ones have stopped doing this. Wait a second. There have been super secret fourth builds? I mean, I'll be honest, like, you could just fully go off book if you want to build whatever you think you can with the pieces you have. To be fair, like you could just do that, but I start building from my least favorite to most. But then do you then like deconstruct it and then rebuild it? Because when I build a Lego, that's it. It's just built, like forever. I don't then tend to deconstruct things. It's just I built something. The end. Like this has been here for several months now, and this is just as it is, pretty much. This is Maple, by the way. This is Maple. She's a very good gardener. This is her little pumpkin patch. And a slightly illegal tree, as you can see. You shouldn't be able to do this in Animal Crossing, but, you know, Maple's a wizard. And she can do whatever she feels like because she's a beautiful, majestic bear, and we love her. Anyways. The 3-in-1 sets often used to have instructions for a secret fourth option if you looked on the Lego website itself. Oh my goodness, Samantha, that's wild. I can't believe I didn't know this. Oh my goodness. Mesh says, I went on an impromptu hike up a mountain with a friend today. He messaged me if I had any plans. I said no. I asked him if he had any, to which he replied also no. So I went, want to go hike up a mountain? He said, sure. My chat has disappeared because I got the ad warning. Oh, go away. Anyways. He said, sure, be there in an hour. And then we drove to the mountain and hiked it. It took us 1 hour up. And then we had a beer and fries up there and hiked down to the middle and took a sled thingy down to the bottom. Fun times. That sounds like so much fun. I love that. That sounds like such a good day. That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. It sounds exhausting, but that's just because I am extremely out of shape and I also have very tiny legs. So hiking any distance is like, woof. But that sounds awesome. I really hope that it was fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. That's very, very cool. When's the last time I did? I don't know. Like, at what point does a walk become a hike? I wonder. Like, what is the difference between I'm going for a walk in a sort of naturally area and I'm going for a hike? I don't actually know. I don't actually know where the sort of line would be drawn between the two of those things. Then I'd say from the hour mark, says Mesh. Okay, interesting. It's a great day, especially because now I get to chill with Sammy, who's a cutie patootie at stream. Aw, thank you. No, you are. No, you. So there. I'm gonna add some pink hearts and hope that they also look similarly cute to the yellow ones. And I hope that they do, there's going to be greenery in and among this as well, so hopefully they will actually look like little flowers and not just a whole bunch of little hearts floating on a wall. I am a cutie patootie, says Mesh. Hell yeah you are. As if I would hang out with people who aren't cutie patooties on stream. Y'all a bunch of cutes. So there. Okay. Oh no, these flowers are adorable. I love them. I love them very much. This was an excellent idea. Congratulations and good job to me personally. There we go. All right. At least I hope people will find these cute. I'm having a nice time painting them in. Maybe another one like here. This is going to be filled in with quite a lot of greenery sort of surrounding it as well. Me? But you know who else is Smash? Samantha. Yes, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Oh, geez. Okay, ads are coming. I gotta go BRB. I've had to pee for like an hour, so I'll BRB. I'll see you very, very shortly. Enjoy the BRB screen and the song in the meantime. A BRB, everybody. Hey. 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 You know I don't know how to deal with compliments. That's mean. Also, thank you, y'all. Y'all are too kind and lovely and sweet and clearly have excellent taste because you're here. So hi. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a nice break. It's wonderful to be back. Hello. And yeah, I hope your breaks were good. I had a delightful break. It was good. I don't really have much more to say about it than that because I just had a little break. Anyways, I'm continuing to paint in what roughly and these were originally going to be honeysuckles, and then eventually I was like, what if they're just what if I just have them be kind of vague little hearts? And that's kind of what we've run with. That's quite alright. I love this. The fragrance of honeysuckle is so beautiful to me. My in-laws have a honeysuckle in their back garden, and it smells so good. Honeysuckles, lilacs are happening right now. The lilac trees are very happy. And very much enjoying having those in my visit. I haven't had a chance to really smell any lilacs yet, which is a little sad because I would like to be doing that. So hopefully I'll be able to walk past a lilac tree soon and enjoy and just pause and stand and sniff like a weirdo. Is that weird of me? Probably. But you know, they're nice. Leave me alone. Listen. I gotta take what simple pleasures I can get, okay? Get wrecked with kindness, says Mesh. Ah! In the immortal words of Hornet, says Samantha, if you want to evade all the compliments we're throwing your way, get good! Try. That's impossible, Sammy can't evade. You know how bad I am at evading things. You've seen me play Hollow Knight. That being said, I'm the only person who's allowed to be mean about how bad I am at Hollow Knight. Don't let's forget this. Please don't razz the streamer, they will cry. Anyways. Thank you, y'all. You're too kind. You're all breathtaking. You're all breathtaking, okay? So there. Do I want to add another one? It's gonna go right here. Yeah! Feel like there could be a few in this vicinity. Maybe a yellow one also. Which leads us to our my favorite segment of streams has Smash, Sammy's Crime Corner. Oh no, please don't make, no, I don't, listen, I'm a law-abiding citizen. In all seriousness, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Please. Please be nice to me. I do not want to be deported. Anyways. Samantha says, I seem to remember the streamer doing a whole ass Steel Soul run and completing at least Pantheon 3. I think, have I finished P4? No, I haven't finished 4. Cause whatever's at the end of 4 is a real pain in the backside. You know, what's their name? The stupid big sibling? Yeah, they suck. Anyways, Stinky. Anywho, teach us about today's crime. No. No, I shan't. Oh yes, the pure vessel. Thank you. Thank you. It is pure vessel. Yeah. I can get, you know, like I've gotten a lot better at that fight than I used to be, but man, the bit where the wiggly worms of void shoot out of their tummy, I forget that stage of the fight is coming every single time. And I get extremely wrecked by it as a result. So that's great. Affirmation time for Samantha. Okay. I'm pulling out my other affirmation deck because I have two. And we will get another affirmation. Thank you for the affirmation, Redeem. I've got a dick. And it is pirate themed. I hope that's okay. Let's get you an affirmation. Shuffle, 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 shuffle some more. Shuffly shuffle. These cards are so nice, by the way. I should get a link to the person who made the cards because they're a fantastic artist. Okay, what do we get? Here we go. Life is tough, but so are you. Yeah, hell yeah. Please enjoy this affirmation. You can do it. I believe in you, and so does this little pirate. So please enjoy your affirmation. Well, I'm glad people are enjoying this redeem. I had these like sitting next to me on the sofa, and I was like, I should be making use of the fact that I have affirmation cards now, and just give people some affirmation. So hell yeah. I am wrecked, says Samantha. Yay! Our job here is done. Hurrah. That was fun. Thank you very much for the affirmation time. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna mop up this brown. There's brown on my palette. I'm gonna mop that up. Because I don't need it anymore. And I don't want it to interfere with my other colors. I have found a bit of slightly paint soaked tissue, but that's fine. And I'm just gonna get rid of that bad boy. Oakley dokley. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, oh Oi, Savile, says Lina. Oi, Lina, welcome in. Lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic Monday. I hope your Monday is good, is what I am trying to express. It's very wonderful to see you. Welcome on in. I'm gonna leave the honeysuckles for just a moment, because I want these bits to be fully dried before I try and add greenery in and around it. But I feel like, I don't know, is this coming together or is it just gonna look super weird? I don't know. I feel like the fact that these guys are super, like, not at all done is throwing things for me. So what I am gonna do, I think, for just a moment, is I want to add, like, a subtle bit of sort of weave pattern to the little picnic blanket that they're on. I don't want it to be super intense. Oh, sorry. Did I hit the mic there? I'm so sorry. I don't want it to be, like, super intense, but I do want to have a little bit of a stripe situation going on there. So I'm just going to make a nice soft purple, but I'm going to water it down quite a bit so it's not super dark. And then we'll add some little weavy stripes to this bad boy, and hopefully I'll have added enough paint to, hopefully I haven't watered it down so much that it's, like, not visible at all. But it wants to be just nice and subtle. These flowers look so heckin' cute, says Mesh. Thank you! They also look like it'd sneeze a lot if I were there. They're hypoallergenic. That's the word I was looking for. They are hypoallergenic, Mesh. You'll be just fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. You will be fine. I promise. I only paint hypoallergenic flowers because I also don't want to be, I also don't want to be sneezing because of the flowers. That would be unpleasant. I don't really have hay fever as much as I used to when I was younger, but, you know, it's still a mild concern, I would say. So, is this perfect? No, these stripes are fine. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I try not to worry about, is all of this as perfectly realistic as it could be, because no, it never will be. Like, my style is not that, and that's okay. To which end, why would I worry about trying to make my style be that? There's no point. So I may as well just do whatever and trust it'll probably look fine. Thanks for planting safe flowers. Of course, Mesh, of course. Only the safest of flowers for this chat. And for these little chaps, in fact. I don't know whether or not they have hay fever. I hope they don't, because hay fever sucks. But regardless, I want them to have a nice time holding hands and reading poetry and drinking cups of tea in their idyllic little cottage holiday somewhere in the picturesque English countryside. Love that for them. I would say would love that for me, but actually, as much as I love the countryside, I also feel cooped up really easily. Like, I need to know that, even if I'm not planning on going anywhere, I need to be able to, like, I need to know that I can, if I want to go somewhere, that it's easy for me to do that. Otherwise, I start to feel like, I start to feel trapped. But, these two are having a great time. Also, they probably have a car, so they can just leave if they want to go somewhere else. So, like, don't worry about them. They're fine. They are still they're holding hands and they're touching knees. Because this is romantic. Because I wanted to draw something a little romantic. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Anyways. Especially because next month I will be drawing a bunch of little bugs going on shenanigans. So, be tonally a little bit different. Contextually a little bit different. It'll be video game fan art, you know, a little bit different. But yeah. Okay. That's feeling I like that. I think that looks really cute. I think having a little pattern on the I don't even know if the camera's picking that up. I think having a little pattern on the blanket works. I think it does. Okay. All right. So I guess let's get some greenery kind of around these little and behind these little flowers. What the heck did the leaves on honeysuckle plants look like? I don't know, because all of these photos are just really like focused in on the flowers and not wanting to show me the anything else of the honeysuckle, which is great, except it isn't, because I want to see what the leaves look like. Damn it. Trying to find good references for plants is really hard sometimes. Like, just folks not giving enough attention to the plants around them. And taking good pictures of the plants. I don't know. Greenery is very much like afterthoughts, background, that kind of thing. But I need to know roughly what shape I should be making these leaves, even though this isn't strictly honeysuckle anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just need to start adding leaves, period. And the leaves are they're like roundish. So I'll just start adding a lot of round leaves. I'll do a bunch in this shade of green, and then like I'll add more of them to kind of fill out the space in another shade of green as well. Just to make sure everything feels, you know, well filled. Because it should. Okay. Did I not make enough green? Am I gonna run out? Oh no. Oh no. That would be a bit not good. I just ran out of it. But I want this, I do want this to feel reasonably dense and leaf filled, so hopefully I'll be able to achieve that. But I don't want it to feel, sometimes I think when I try to add too many like tiny details into a piece, it ends up looking kind of noisy, and I don't want it to feel noisy. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. We'll just see. But I also want to make sure that these little flowers feel like they're actually in and among something. So I soldier on. This is a lot of greenery. Yay. But okie dokie. Anyways, what's everyone up to this week? Do you have any interesting plans coming up this week? Are you doing anything cool, anything fun? If you are, I hope it goes well. What the heck am I doing this week? I don't know, what I'm doing this week, I think, is hoping that the week goes by quickly, ultimately. I think that's my big plan, is hoping that the week goes by quickly. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do this week. In just over a week, it is my moderator/spouse's birthday, so we will be celebrating accordingly. And I'm really looking forward to getting to celebrate with him. So yeah, I'm happy for this week to progress at a reasonable clip. in the meantime, because that is what I am most looking forward to. That'll be nice. I have received this year's cake request, and I'm looking forward to trying to fulfill it as best as I can. I shall endeavor to give satisfaction, as one does, and hope that it will be sufficiently delicious to provide an appropriately birthday-ish treat for my person. Okay. There we go. That's not nearly enough leaves. That is not nearly enough leaves at all, because this needs to be, like, filled. So, but I've more or less run out of this shade of green, so I'm gonna make another green. I'm gonna make more green. But I want for the green not to all be exactly the same shade, but I want them to be close enough that it doesn't end up looking like static. Like if I had too many different colors that were like too far apart, it might end up looking like static. Are those leaves? Asks Sledge. Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Anyways, so I'm starting again with this green. I'm going to add a little bit of patina to it, so it is a slightly deeper, slightly bluer green, but not a ton of patina, just a little bit. Just so it reads not quite identical to the green that we've got on here so far. So that I can kind of start filling in those gaps. Does it look slightly different? It looks very slightly different. That's good though. That's good. We want it to look ever so slightly different. Not completely the same, because otherwise it's just going to be a meaningless field of green. But also not so different that it ends up looking like weird / bad. And I will do probably like a third pass with another, again, slightly different green to kind of fill in any gaps that are left after I'm done with this one. We shall see. We shall see. I want it to feel relatively dense, filled in, happy little flowers and leaves. Good. Anyways, yeah, what else am I doing this week? Oh, I've got that bit of sewing I need to do. I've got editing to do on the YouTube video, which is, I am 20 out of 30 minutes done with the edit, which is really good. I'm hoping to have it done in the next couple of days. Fingers crossed. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're interested to know what the heck I'm on about, here it is. There's like several videos you can go back and watch now. Some of them are pretty good, I think, and I hope that you like them as well. They are mostly, I would say, tangentially, but not really related to what we do here. Which is kind of, it's hard to have a coherent brand when you have an attention deficit and cannot pick a specific, like, lane or niche to stay in with your, like, intellectual and creative endeavors. And I can't. I can't do it. I have too many things that I want to say and do, and I can't niche myself down into just one, so you end up with that. Anyways, I am hoping at some point for the YouTube channel to grow enough that I can create more things there, but that is, it turns out, somewhat of a big ask. So that is taking some time, because it turns out the kinds of videos that I like to make also take quite a lot of time to produce, especially when you also have to have a normal job. Trying to make video around that is woof. It's a lot. And I'm not saying this to, like, complain by any means. It's just a fact. I feel like I would have to have significantly either just compromise on, like, what I want to do in terms of subject, or just have less real life commitments if I were to be able to maintain a more regular upload schedule. I would really love to. I've got just a ton of ideas in my back pocket waiting for me to have time to actually work on them, and it's really frustrating that I can't. But you know, they'll all get done at some point. They will all get done at some point, and I am working on them. Like this one, I'm scripting my next one at the moment as well, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to sharing that one when it's ready. It's very much going to be a while before it's done, and it's taking me in some weird directions. But I'm fine with that. That's all right with me. I do think it's going to be a good time. I hope this current video that I'm working on is going to be a good time. It's a little niche. It's a little bit weird. It gets into some interesting topics with regard to history that I think people will hopefully enjoy. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyways. Oh, there needs to be a leaf somewhere around here, doesn't there? Yeah. Okay, this is starting to come together. Hopefully it doesn't look like static. I'm really hoping that it doesn't look like static. I'm hoping that, like, the values are different enough that it won't look like static. But we'll see. We'll see.
Attention! Twitch user Sammy Kelsch. Choppers.
Maybe one here. More leaves. I'm running out of this shade of green. So I think the time will come to formulate another one. Hooray! Oh my goodness, we had a raid! Hello? Hello? Lucianne, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry I didn't hear the raid alert. Hi. It's lovely to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Lucianne, how's it going? What were you up to today? How was your stream? What did you do? It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Invite me, Medusa. Welcome on in as well. How are you? Welcome in. Let me get a shout out in the chat for Lucianne. There we go. Hopefully that works. If you're not following Lucianne, you can go do that right there. Anyways, yeah, how was your stream? What'd you get up to today? It's lovely to see you. Welcome in. Sorry for the delay. Oh my goodness, I didn't see the raid command thing come up, and I had my sound switched up. Apparently, it's been one of those days. But hi. Thanks for the shout out. Of course, of course. Lovely to see you. Welcome on in. For anyone who is not familiar with me, hi, hello. My name is Twitch user Sammy Kelsch. I'm a variety streamer. I do cozy art streams on Mondays and most Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Friday mornings and every once in a while on a Thursday as well if I'm feeling spicy. We are working on this little watercolor garden today and having quite a nice time doing it. I'm currently working on these little, they used to be honeysuckles. Now I don't know what they are, but hopefully they'll be cute. But yeah, anyways, I painted a campfire for a birthday card, says Lucianne. Oh, that sounds absolutely lovely. As always, Raiders Privilege. We are an art tax optional stream. If there's any artwork that you want to share, whether it's what you were working on today or like your socials or whatever, you are very welcome to whisper me a link, and I would be very, very happy to share it with the class. But links are don't work in chat, so do send it as a whisper if you do, and let me know. But I would be very, very happy to share anything that you would like to. But for anyone else who's just come in, hi, hello. If you're not familiar with my work, I am a traditional artist working mostly in watercolors and similar media, though every once in a while we'll do a little print or something like that. But yeah, we're using watercolors today. I'm using the 1940 set from Choosing Keeping, a Japanese watercolor set, which I am very fond of. I think it's a really beautiful set of colors. And I just wanted to do something that felt a little bit springtimey, so that's what we're up to today. Anyways, let me see. I will, in case you're curious as to what my artwork looks like when it's done, it doesn't look like Animal Crossing Lego. It looks more like, let's look at these birds. Because I like these birds. I like birds. I am very much in my bird era. Hence, plovers. I don't know, something like I hit roughly what I guess you would call middle age, and my brain was like, you have a new special interest, and that special interest is birds. And I love them. This is an assemblage of plovers. One of my favorite subcategories of birds. And yeah, they are delightful. I am a plover lover. Anyways, and please don't anyone actually about the fact that the crab plover belongs to a different like scientific unit of bird. I know this, but it has plover in the name and it's cute, so I don't care. Anyways, pretty colors is Lucienne. Thank you. Adorable. Oh, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. I'm trying my best. I do appreciate it. But yeah, we're having a nice time getting some good stuff done, hopefully. Or at the very least, if not getting some good stuff done, then getting some stuff done. And that's almost as good. That's good enough. But yeah, I hope you had a wonderful stream. Let me get another shout out for Lucienne in the chat. So anyone who wants to go follow can do that right there. Hopefully that... Yay! It worked! Okay, so go follow, do all those things. And thank you again, I really appreciate it. As for me, I am going to try and finish painting in all of this foliage if I can. Uh-oh. I'm running out of this shade of green on my palette. I've got a little globlet of green and I'm running out. I just whispered a link. Oh, sweet. Okay, let's take a look at that before we paint more leaves. Thank you. Okay, I gotta do a little bit of magic in the background. Oh, brilliant. Oh, you're on Kara. Sweet. Okay. Let us... Is it Kara or Kara? I don't know. Let me pull that up. Hey. Oh, and I'm signed in, so I can follow. Yay. Okay, now I'm... Hello! Oh my goodness, these are absolutely precious. Hold up. Where's my... Y'all, get a load of this absolute cuteness. Hello, friends. This is gorgeous. I have to say hello to the froggy. We are very much frog enjoyers in this stream. That is so pretty. That is such a lovely friend. Look at his little face. I love them so much. Just hanging there. That is so stinking cute. I love them. These are absolutely delightful. Oh, hello, GLaDOS. Hello. Oh my goodness. This is so stinking cute. I want to give him a boop. What a lovely... I love that his name is GLaDOS. That is absolutely adorable. What an incredibly sweet friend. Oh, bless. And also, possums, y'all. Get a load of these. Oh my goodness, so cute. I'm sorry, I just love these so much. Oh my god, possums are so... This is adorable. These are beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing these with us. Oh my goodness. Also, oh, bless. That's really cute. I love that. That's really lovely. That was a draw this in your style for spirit setting. Nice. That's really sweet. Very whimsy. Super cute. I love all of these. Thank you so much for sharing with us. That is so nice. That is so nice. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just mentally flailing from all of the absolutely adorable work that you just shared with us. That is so good. Thank you so much. Oh, heck. Now I have to draw leaves. Anyways, at this point, I honestly don't really mind whether or not this reads as honeysuckly. Honeysuckly? Yeah, that's an adjective now. It was very honeysuckly in the garden that day. Why not? Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of one of my teas. I think mince pie tea. I'm gonna take a sip of it. Sen has given us a cosplay update. Working on some stuff for a convention next week, and Operation Stitch in the Ditch was a success, and Marianne's front panel should behave more nicely. Nice. Glad to hear it. As an expert sewist, I am not surprised that you managed to figure out what to do there. Good job. Hell yeah. Love that for you. I created myself a Word document recently that is just a catalog of like all of the fabrics that I have and sort of outlining which ones have projects attached to them and like what I know I want to work on using those fabrics. And there's a lot, and I honestly don't know which project to do next. So I'm trying to do that thing where I'm just like, okay, I've got 20 projects, 20 fabrics. I can do 20 different projects. I'm just going to roll a d20, and whatever it gives me, I'll work on next. And every single thing I roll, I'm like, I don't actually have a project in mind for this fabric yet. I should probably re-roll. So I've just been re-rolling. And I still don't know what I'm going to do. I've got an alteration that I need to do after the shirt that I'm finishing. And then after that, I really want to... I have this fabric that is... It's not like a period appropriate textile or color particularly, but I think it would look really cute as like a 1790s style gown. Specifically this one that I saw on a portrait of, I think, what was her name? Charlotte something, who was the Countess of Antrim, I think. And it's such a cute dress, and I want to make it. I don't have a pattern. I don't like patterns. I'm just gonna wing it. But it's also the kind of thing that involves a lot of like gathering, and I feel like I can just wing, so I'm just gonna wing it. This is probably like famous last words, but you know, hey, maybe it's doable. We'll find out. Anyways, it wanted to bend backwards a bit, so to no longer do that now. Oh, that sounds uncomfortable. That sounds uncomfortable. Glad you were able to figure it out. I knew you could do it. I believe in you. Okay. Is that enough of this color? Or do I want to add some more of it? Maybe like here. And maybe just kind of a floating bit of it here. I want to add some just floating foliage. I will fill in the bits around the floating foliage, don't worry. But just to make sure that the space is well populated effectively. Yeah, I think that is a good. Okay, I think it's time to manufacture our next color of green, which is going to be similar but ever so slightly different. It wasn't uncomfortable since the front tabard is just hanging down, but it didn't look... Oh, it's a little tabardy bit. Oh, I see. A tabardy bit. Yeah. You want that to hang nicely. For sure. That makes a lot of sense. As always, feel free to share pictures in the Discord. In fact, anyone who's in the Discord can share pictures of things that they're working on. I will be sharing pictures of my shirt once it's done. Which it hopefully will be in the next, within the next day, because all I have to do is the buttonholes and sew on the buttons, which is really not a lot, actually. That's not a lot. We're nearly there. Hurrah. Finally. It's taken me a really long time to make this shirt. If anyone doesn't know, I am primarily interested in historical garments, and I am entirely a hand sewist. Partially because I don't like machines, and partially because I don't own one. But I also just enjoy hand sewing. It's not like one of those like, oh, I only hand sew my garments. It's not like a snobbery thing. I just prefer it. I just like doing it that way. It means that projects take a really long time to get done, but you know, Sometimes it's kind of, I think it's good for my emotional and mental well-being to have a project that I can work on for a really, really long time, because if I just instant gratification everything, I will end up with a pile of projects that, like, I have too many things, and now I have to stop making stuff because I don't have space for all the things that I've made. Whereas if I'm kind of forced to, like, only make one thing every couple of months, I'm not gonna have like a massive stockpile of things I have no use for at the end of it that, you know, I worked on, because that sucks, honestly. So, like, I'm very happy with that. That is fine. Okay, I've made a slightly fresher, slightly springier green. We are going to start interspersing this into our collection of greens, in and among our little doodads. You know, thingies. You know, thingies. You know. Words are hard. Honeysuckle-esque blossoms. There we go. I got there. We knew I had it in me, I'm sure. I'm not sure I did, but maybe somebody did. I don't know. Anyways. Is this green different? I feel like this green is different enough, but again, it's near enough that it's not, hopefully not just going to create, like, an unpleasant field of visual noise. At least that's my aim, is to not create an unpleasant field of visual noise. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. And I do want this to feel quite filled in, so I'm filling in gaps now where I feel like there needs to be more leaf. And I'm muting the microphone for just a second because I'm a little snuffy today. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the hay fever is getting to me. I promise I'm not sad. I just need to blow my nose. I'll be back in just a second. Oh, heck. Oh no. I've just I I I've just read my Discord chatbot message for the first time in a really long time. I forgot that it says we have a Discord now. There's not a lot there, but I'm there, so what more could you possibly want, really? Is that what I wrote? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Oh no. Oh no. Well, I guess that's as good a chatbot message as any. Oh boy. Anyways. So yeah, we have a Discord. No pressure, obviously, but if anyone in the chat does want to join, you can. You can find out when I'm live. You can let us know when you're live. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind, but I recommend, you know, holding on to those friends if you like them, regardless of whether or not they dance, because who cares? That's a silly criterion for friendship. Did I just ruin the safety dance? I hope so. Anyways. I can dance, but not very well. And that's okay. Anyways. This is starting to feel, hopefully, somewhat more of a fullness of florality and verdancy. I hope. Hopefully it looks good. I cannot dance, but I can bake cake, says Samantha. You know what? That is good. That is a good way to be. Cake is good. I like cake. I love cake, in fact. We're all just here for the Sammy content, said Samantha. Oh, God. In that case, I'm so sorry. Not a lot there. That is definitely not the case. I mean, it was when I first started a Discord. It is as far as Discords go, it is a reasonably quiet place. There are some Discords that I'm a member of, but I, like, never, that I don't really frequent because, like, they're too busy. Like, you know, like the general chat or whatever just moves so quickly that I can't keep up, and I can find that quite overwhelming. So I actually really like when it's kind of a quiet place. I like that this is a fairly quiet Twitch chat, you know? Sometimes I tend not to hang out in, especially when they're live, I tend not to hang out so much in streams where, there's like thousands of people in chat and it's just moving at like an impossible to follow pace, because I find that overwhelming. So I like that it's a little bit, you know, quieter here. I tend to hang out in streams where it's a little bit quieter like this. I think it's nice. And I still have a slice of my Easter no human rights only cake. Cake is good. Oh, I relate, says Lucianne. Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to be in, you know, a gentle space. A not too overwhelming space, I think. I appreciate that kind of thing anyways, and I hope that other people do. But yeah. Anyways. Hopefully these fill-ins are looking okay. I might need to do another, like, a final pass with, like, another color just to fully fill it in. I love the quieter chats as well, says Lucianne. Yeah, I think it's nice to... There's a difference between, like, the big streams where there's, like, thousands of viewers and chat is just moving, like, brrr. That's, like... To me, that's more like being in the audience of, like, a live event. Like, you know, you've gone to see, like, a comedian perform live. You've gone to see a band... But you're watching someone play, like, I don't know, Marvel Rivals. And you're all just kind of, like, you know, commentating it and cheering them on, but you don't really expect to have a conversation with anyone there, whether it's the other people in the audience or, like, the person who's doing the thing. Versus streams where it's more like you're having a conversation with some people, you know, between the people in chat, amongst themselves, and also with the streamer. It's just a different vibe. But I find that generally the live streams where chat is like I prefer watching those ones as VODs, and I do watch live stream VODs of, like, bigger channels. And I find that those work better as VODs. I do have a VOD channel on YouTube, by the way. Shout out to whoever's watching this on YouTube right now, because some people are watching these on YouTube. I know this. I get, you know, several hundred watch hours on my YouTube channel, so thank you to anyone who is watching the VODs on YouTube. Like, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying these. I hope they're nice to probably, honestly, just stick on as, like, background noise while you work on other stuff. And just enjoy the vibes, I hope. But thank you. In case anyone's curious, that channel is... I have a 100% win record in Marvel Rivals, says Samantha. Damn! I mean, I've never played, but girl, that is impressive. Done with Squirrel Girl! Objectively best character, also got MVP. Hell yeah! Love that for you. Congratulations. It was one game. Oh, I see. Still impressive. I highly doubt I could do that. That's my VOD channel, in case anyone's curious. I would not watch my own VODs, but that's probably because I was there when they were live. So I'm like, I've always said, like, I don't see I said for a really long time I wouldn't start a VOD channel, because I'm like, I don't understand what the appeal would be. Like, why would you want that? But apparently some people do, and you know what? I'm happy to provide. So, thank you for enjoying what I do. Okie dokie. I think, at this point, I'm going to make one more color and just kind of use it for, like, to fill in the rest of these spaces. I subscribed, says Lucianne. Aw, thank you. Thank you. It's by no means, like, my good YouTube channel, but my VODs are there, so. I've only played once, and it's rigged to always let you in the first game to hook you. This is just like, no, it isn't. I have a 100% win rate in Fortnite as well. Ah, did you also play once and then once win and then retired? Honestly, that doesn't surprise me about Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite. I have not played Fortnite once. It is not. I suck balls at FPS type games. Yeah, that is. I am so bad at those types of games that I just don't play them. Because I know I'm gonna do a horrible job and will not enjoy myself. So like, what is the point? There is none. So I shan't do it. And that is, I feel like, the best possible policy. Anyways. I'm just fixing up a final green. At least I hope it's a final green. I've just taken the sort of green that we had there and I've just added some patina and now it's a slightly different green. I prefer my shooters to have zombies as the enemies. That way they are slow enough I can hit them, says Samantha. Is that why zombie shooter games are so popular? Oh my goodness. I feel like I've learned something today. That makes sense. That makes total sense. I am not a big fan of zombie media in general, so I haven't really played any zombie games either. And generally I wouldn't consider myself very much of like an FPS enjoyer. I think the only like first person game I've really enjoyed in the last years was Bug Snacks. And that's a first person gotta catch 'em all. And that was fun. I guess I did get a kick out of Portal, if Portal counts. I did enjoy my time with Portal. I never finished Portal, but I'm not good at it. But I think if I were to just play it sort of on my own terms by myself, I probably would have some fun with Portal. The theory is you play once, win, and want to play again. Says Sledge. Yeah, that makes sense. They give you that little sort of like boost, and you're like, oh, this is fun, and then you want to. It's kind of like I had a theory about it like a few years ago about like posting videos to Instagram, because I posted a video to Instagram for the first time in a very, very long time and it did numbers. It like viral, right? Or at least for me viral, which is like tens of thousands probably. And I was like, oh, I think you post something, they like push it into a lot of people's algorithms so it gets a lot of engagement to get you hooked on the like seeing Numby go up feel good, and then you keep posting other stuff and it fails spectacularly because they're not pushing it into people's recommendations, and the idea is to make you keep posting to like pursue that feeling again. And I wonder if that's what they do with like Fortnite, where they like make you win the first time. Is that you want to play again. But yeah, Sledge says the theory is you play once, win, and want to play again. But I know I suck at these kinds of games, so I played once, won, and thought something was screwy and broken, so I stopped playing, totally the opposite of letting you win your first game. Amazing. Samantha says zombies also fulfill a similar niche in shooter games as Nazis, in as much as they allow you to blast away countless enemies without having to deal with any kind of establishing these as like morally acceptable targets. Exactly. It's like I can't feel bad about shooting these characters I'm shooting because they're objectively the worst. I understand. I am still not. I feel like I often feel like I miss out on like playtime with sort of like other video gamer friends of mine because the games that they want to play end up being like first person shooty type games, and I'm like, I'm enjoying Fields of Mystria and I really like Hollow Knight. If I want to do like something hard that has a lot of like boss fights and challenge in it, I will play Hollow Knight. That's my one for that. And I do love it very dearly. Okie dokie. Feel like we're getting to some level of fullness and dimension with these, I hope. Anyways. I hope it's starting to look okay. What do I want more of here? I'll add a little bit of this. And I'm just going to fill this one in just a smidge because it's looking a little incomplete. Okay, alright, cool. Okay, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this, but I'm going to water it down quite a bit. Because I want a little bit of a difference of value. Baldur's Gate 3 is not a shooty game. It is almost as horny as Fields of Mystria. Yeah, I'm given to understand that there's quite a few romanceable characters in Baldur's Gate 3, and they seem nice. I haven't played the game, but I think my favorite one, if I had to pick like a romance just based off of vibes I've seen from other people's playthroughs, Big Strong Lady, because I mean, obviously, Big Strong Lady. Mesh says, I just finished The Last of Us 2 yesterday. I'm so happy I finally played and finished it. Oh, I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope it was a wonderful journey. I understand that these games are sad, so I hope that it was good and not too sad, but also good. You can also romance the bear, says Samantha. I mean, the bear is my second choice. The bear is my second choice. If anyone knows me, you will know that the bear would absolutely be my second choice. 'Cause yeah, I didn't realize that I appreciated like beards and stuff, and bears generally with regard to people until I met my moderator / spouse who has a lovely beard. Because I always thought that they would be really scratchy to kiss, but it turns out that no, they're really soft and nice. So yeah, I'm into bears for sure. Big Strong Lady is a solid choice. I keep meaning to romance Big Strong Lady, says Samantha, but then Goth Priestess exists and I cannot resist. I mean, here's the thing. If I played that game, I would have to start a playthrough wherein I romance, like, for each character, because I want to see all of their, like, romanceable storylines and learn all of the things about them and do all of the stuff. So I would have to create a character who I'd be like, this character that I'm playing in this game would be into this romanceable character. That is how I would play. That's how I play Stardew Valley. So, you know, anyways, Mesh says, Sammy be like, points at any character or item in the game. Is this one romanceable? Hey, I mean, yes, literally called it, says Mesh. Sammy hasn't even read the message and said it. I mean, yes. If you saw my, the beginnings of my Fields of Mystria playthrough on stream last week, you know I was like, there was, there were a number of occasions where I was like, what do you mean I can't romance that person? What do you mean they're married? But they look so adorable and cute, and what if my farmer wanted to, aw, geez. But I mean, their spouse is also real pretty. I don't suppose that they would be interested in a third. My farmer might be into that, I don't know. Anyways, same for Stardew, says Lucianne. Yeah, 100%. Like, there are so many storylines, so many untapped storylines if you only romance one of them. I have to know it all. Samantha says, see, in Stardew I have a similar problem with regard to romance, and that the goth girl is right there, so how can I not? That is fair. That is absolutely fair. Senna approves of liking beards. Hell yeah, they're soft and lovely if you have them and enjoy having one. That is good, and I love that for you. I mean, I have romanced Abigail in the Stardew Valley. It was fun. I'm currently playing through a romance Emily playthrough. Turns out I love Emily. She's delightful. Abigail is my default choice as well, says Lucianne. Nice. I think my favorite one that I've romanced, I don't know, can I even choose? I don't know. Maybe Emily. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll be back in, oh, no, Harvey or Emily, for sure. Anyways, I need to BRB for a minute, so enjoy the BRB screen, everyone. I'll be right back, and, a BRB. Hey, if you heard a suspicious squeaking noise, that was the chair. But maybe you didn't because the BRB music was on, and now it's even more suspicious because I pointed it out. Anyways, this chair is a little bit squeaky. You can probably tell. Anyways, Mesh says, great, Sammy is gone. Am I? Time to type more nice things about Sammy in chat to come back to. No! Why would you do such a thing? Ah! Sammy's a person who makes you feel welcome super easily. Oh, Mesh. That's very, very, very sweet. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your kind words. I really do. I'm sorry I'm so bad at accepting compliments. It's probably something I need to work on, but here we are. Anyways, I think I might need to do one other color of leaves after this, because I feel like we're still not quite there. But getting there. I noticed that there was kind of a weird gap here, and I was like, can I just kind of finagle that so it kind of fills itself in a little bit? So working on that now. I'm just kind of filling in some areas where there isn't stuff with just color, so it feels a little bit more, full. I hope this isn't going to look like I don't think this will look like static. I hope it doesn't look like static. I don't know. I love the vibes so far, says Lucy, and glad I rated here. I'm so glad you did too. It's so nice to meet you, and your work is absolutely stunning. So thank you so much for stopping by and trusting me with your wonderful people as well. I really appreciate it. Samantha says, I did not hear any suspicious squeaks, but you trying to claim it was the chair is super sus. It was the chair! Mesh, no, it was the chair. Listen, I can try and recreate it. Hold on. Okay, now it's not doing it. No! Ah! There we go. Obviously a chair. Sammy has an illegal mouse pet. No! I would never. I would have only the legalist of mice. And if I could have a pet, I would love them so dearly with all of my heart and make sure that they were incredibly well cared for and safe. And now I'm sad that I don't have a mouse pet. Yay! Oh no. It's okay, Sammy Fletch. This is our natural body function. You're allowed to... But I didn't! That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm very happy to... Listen, my moderator / spouse could attest to the fact that I'm very happy to own up to the fact that I've done a little toot. If I'd actually done a little toot. I swear. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't. It was genuinely the chair. So, here we are. Anyways, okay. Can I get a little fill in over here? Yes, I can. Okay, maybe here. Like so. Maybe a little bit up here as well. Just making sure that our bases are covered, as well as our bare wall that should be festooned with greens. Sledge says, believe me, you'd know if they had. Thank you. Thank you. Listen to moderator / spouse Twitch user Sledge Callier. He speaks the truth. If I had, you would know. It is something that happens because I am more or less a human being, I think, though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. But yes, if I had, I would not be evasive about it. Like it's fine, don't worry. Anywho. Getting some additional levels of greenery in here, trying to keep everything nice and filled in. Actually, I think this might be working. I think this might be working. Hell yeah. Okay. Can I get a nice good globby amount on my brush here? Cool. Okay. Nearly there, I feel like, with this kind of little area, which I'm quite liking, actually. Maybe just a little something there, and then we can probably have some little gaps as we get closer to the top. Or would it be more dense at the top, maybe? So maybe I should fill all that in. Uncertain. Well, what the hey? Okay, yeah. And plus. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. It feels like a plant, I think. And that's exactly what it should feel like, so yay. Hopefully that looks alright. I think I might do a little bit of work on. I've left some of the little stalky bits visible so you can see what's happening there, but what I might do is pick up some of this green and then add way too much red to it. Oops. Add some orange. Now I'm just going to mix all of my colors to get together again until I have brown. So, like, don't worry about it. It's fine. So now that's just orange. Oh, no. So to that just orange, I'm going to add probably way too much patina. Now it's just patina. Oh, good. Here comes the insane back and forth of trying to create brown. Mix all the colors. Yep. Anyways. Mesh says to Sledge, would we have heard a thunk sound when your body hit the floor? Yes, exactly. Mix all the colors, probably needs more blue. More blue is usually a good shout, I think. Ooh, Sen says hitting up the, that is the Royal School of Needlework, I believe, Stitch Bank. Since all the things I tried myself didn't look right. Ooh, that's really cool, though. That's really cool. So the Needlework School, it's based in, they're based in, a castle. And they do run courses, like needlework courses that you can do of varying lengths. So you can go on a course for, a day or, a week or something like that. And it's so interesting to me, and I would love to do it sometime, but it's probably expensive and I'm a shy plum. And I'm not sure I have the time to invest in going and doing something like that. But I would love to. For sure, for sure. Okay, I think that, again, is an improvement. But with that being said, I've now seen some bits where I want to add in a little bit more green color. Like here. So it feels a little bit more connected to this bit. Maybe here as well. Thus. And is there too much of a gap there? I don't know. I'm so indecisive. I'm so indecisive. Why am I like this? I don't know. But I'm so indecisive. Okay, maybe another, just another one here. Okay, it's time to stop futzing. It's time to stop futzing. I'm putting down my I'm done with futzing. Anyways, we do love blue. We do love blue. Would you like to see the color blue? It's out of focus, but it's blue. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyways. But yeah. Okay, finally, we have done with the honeysuckle, and I feel like it looks, I think it's interesting enough that it doesn't look like static, and that's pretty much all I wanted for the honeysuckle. So, okay. To that end, I think what I want to do next is do a little bit of just gentle line weight on these windows at the back here. So I'm gonna amend the brown I just made for the stems and kind of warm it up just a touch, but then realize I warmed it up too much, and then add a little bit of green to it to cool it down, and then arrive at the conclusion that I think is an acceptable brown, so we're gonna go with it. I have one chain stitch and I want another border stitch next to it, so then, ooh, nice. Also, now I have Chain of Fools stuck in my head, so thank you for that. Chain stitch. That's also like the only words I know of that song. But it's a good one, I think. Classic bit of music. Older viewers may remember it. I don't know. Anyways, actually, if I just go like that, decide it's gonna go that way. Now, are these gonna be even? No, this is bearing in mind, this cottage is like medieval, and that's my excuse for why like the window frames and stuff are a little bit wiggity wonky. This cottage is rustic, a rustical old English experience for these little chaps. And they're going to have the loveliest time, don't worry. They're having a wonderful time. The lark is on the wing, the snail is having a good one. They're reading love poetry and drinking tea. I'm not sure what love poetry. Something good though. I don't know. Whatever love poetry you prefer, I suppose. What are the names of some poets? Browning, that's a poet. Whitman, that's another poet. Other poets are available. Anyways. Us elder millennials remember this song since Diatomic Kitten. Hell yeah. Also, hi, how's it going? It's lovely to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely Monday. I most certainly am. It's being of a niceness. How quaint, says Lucienne. Hell yeah. I love a bit of quaint vibes. I live in, I don't know what I think the city I live in is too large to be referred to as quaint as a whole, but it's definitely got elements of the quaint to it, and I love that for me. I was saying to my moderator / spouse, we were talking the topic of, oh yes, I saw a Cornish flag on the bumper of someone's car, and I was like, oh, Cornwall's nice. Would I want to live in Cornwall? Probably not, I said to myself. But I thought, like, oh, I like it. Could I live in Cornwall? And then I was like, oh, but it's quite touristy, isn't it? But then I was like, oh, but if you live somewhere where there's absolutely zero tourists whatsoever, it's also possible that it will be, like, not very pleasant and there's nothing to do. So, that's the difference. Thank you, says Diatomic Kitten. I came in with Lucy Ann, but I've been following Lurking for a while. Oh, well, thank you so much for the follow / lurk. Much appreciated. We love a lurk. Doing a 2-colored whipped back stitch. Ooh, okay. I wanna see what this looks like, so I'm gonna pop it on stream so we can have a little look at what it looks like. I am by no means an expert in stitches and stuff. So, oh, I see. Okay, that's really interesting. All right, let's take a look in case anyone else is curious. It looks like that. That's neat. That's really, really cool. I hope that goes well. That's a neat stitch. It is, yeah, it's a whipped back stitch, so it makes a heavier line than a back stitch. Ah, interesting. I do a lot of back stitching, but I don't do a lot of whipped back stitching, so interesting. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Hell yeah. Anyways, okay, we've got some window frames. Things are starting to look a little bit more like maybe this painting will be fine when it's done. I've had a lot of, as some folks might have noticed, I've been having a lot of like second guessing in the making of this piece, but I feel like maybe I'm getting there, kind of. I don't know. I'm gonna use this same, I'm gonna just borrow this same brown actually, because I want to add a little bit of a texture / pattern to this sweater vest, but nothing too overly complicated at this point. Just so we're gonna pop in some diagonal lines going this way, like so. If they are not perfectly even, I don't care. And they're very much not. I goofed. Oh well, whatever. Going this way and then going that way as well. And I think this is what we're going to call good enough. If it isn't perfect, that's okay. But just give it a little texture and visual interest and all that jazz. You know what? Maybe this sweater vest was hand knitted, so it's fine if it's not bang on perfect. That's okay. But at least now it's interesting, and I think that looks really cute. I'm happy with that. I apparently did not decide what color his shoes are because he is wearing shoes. Maybe I'm just going to use this brown again and just give him some coordinating, just little brown leather shoesies. There we go. Okay. Perfect! Perfect. Yay! I'm still deciding whether I want to add any other details to the lawn. I was thinking, because normally I do sort of little like tufts of grass and stuff, but I don't know if that's going to look weird. So I've kind of been kind of on the fence about it, but I feel like just having this little patch of primroses feels like there's not enough happening on the lawn. So I might save that for the end, but I'll probably add something to it because I feel like it's missing something. But is this line deep enough that I can just do like the line weight on this sweater vest? Oh, I think I can actually. I think this is fine. Okay, cool. So this little wee chappy is starting to kind of come together, which is nice. That's a good. Because I think that'll go quite a distance to making this piece feel a little bit less like it's not working. Because I was feeling for a really long time like this piece just isn't working. This just isn't going to work for me. But actually, I think it's probably going to be okay, actually. And I'm so relieved, honestly. Very, very, very relieved about that, because I was genuinely quite worried that it was gonna not work. But I think we'll be okay. Anyways. Doot. There we go. In case anyone's curious, yes, these are the same two little chappies from the bookshop piece that I did. Was it last month? Maybe it was last month. that was in the last shop update. I'll pop a link to the shop in the chat in case anyone's curious. I do have one. And that piece looked like, if I can find it, for anybody who's new here, I have apparently become renowned for painting way too many bookshelves. Here they are. This is a fairly, like, small number of bookshelves for a painting that I've done that has books in it. Are they maybe roommates, says Samantha? You know what? I think it's possible that they might be roommates. I think they might indeed be roommates. That is a very real possibility. Can you believe to learn? They might be roommates. Oh my goodness. Love that for them. At the very least, they are very happy. I mean, at the moment, they are quaint little English country cottage mates. Because they've gone on a little jaunt out to the countryside for a bit, having taken their leave of the old metropolis, and, spending a little time in the most delightful of the out of doors, which, hopefully they're having a good time. I'm probably not going to be able to finish this today because I'm realizing that there's quite a lot left to do, and at some point I'm going to have to go make pasta and meatballs for Dindins. I will continue on for a little bit longer, but, I want, if I may, to just put a little bit of, I want there to be a little bit of ornament on these teacups. So first of all, I'm going to do the saucer here, which I'm just going to do a simple little outline, and I'm using this blue because I think that's a really good, like, cup and saucer kind of color. And as for this, maybe just, it's going to have to be fairly simple because this is tiny. So probably just a little vine going across with little leaves. In a handsome little shade of blue. There we go. Ta-da! Will it focus? Will it focus? Come on. There you go. Little teacup. Just about near enough in focus. I don't know. Anyways. So that's that. And I'm still really debating what to do with this grassy area because I feel like it's missing some stuff. So I'm going to want to add to it, but I don't know what. Maybe just the usual little sort of tuft of grass, perhaps? Or maybe just some, like, blobs of slightly different values of green. That might have to wait. Because I don't want to spend the rest of the stream just locked in a life or death struggle with my own inability to decide what to do with that. Because we'll be here all night. And I am gonna have to go cook spaghetti at some point fairly soon. But anyways. But yeah, for anyone who missed it earlier, I did mention that we are, and it's in the schedule on Discord as well in case anyone's curious, we are doing Lego on Thursday. I want to have a little reprieve from painting, because it's going to be pretty intensive for the entire merry month of May. Doing Hollow Knight Art Month, which I think let me just grab the URL in case you're curious as to what the heck Hollow Knight Art Month is. Let me pop the website in chat for you so you can have a look at the prompt list if you like Hollow Knight and that's the kind of thing that you might be into. There's a prompt list here. Anyone can participate and do as many or as few artworks of whatever medium you want. It's all on the website. You should go check it out. It's run by my friend Kirsty. It's really cool. If you like Hollow Knight and like making art, it's a fun time. You should participate. And if you do, I want to see what you do. You can share it in the Discord or use the hashtag or whatever. I'll be looking at it because I'm nosy. And I also just love seeing other people's artwork. It makes me feel happy and inspired to see other people's artwork. So yeah. Anyways, maybe I'll just do the line weight on these little teacups, perchance. Maybe I shall perchance to do that. Okay. Oh god, it's so little. It's so little that my teeny tiny brush is struggling to cope, which is 100% my own fault for drawing things this small and painting things this small, and I know, but like, believe me, I have tried to work at more realistic scales and failed miserably. The lines are all the wrong weight. I can't get things to look right. I'm just used to working in A6, man. That's all it is. I can't help it. It's just how I am. Anyways. But yeah, so it goes, I guess. What else can I do before we're done? Okay, I think I can slightly amend the brown that I have to a slightly blonder hue. And maybe do the line weight for this guy's hair as well. And maybe his trousers also. If I make it a slightly dirtier hue. Okay, there we go. That's a good hair line weight color. Make sure that there's no blobbits of water that might impede my ability to get a nice clean line. Get his little eyebrow in there. Doot. Nice little just massive angelic floof is this fellow's hair, I would say. Very, very cute of him. Okay. Anyways, I'm looking forward to my meatball dinner this evening. I think it's going to be quite nice. At least I hope it'll be quite nice. I know the meatballs are good. They are vegetarian meatballs. I can't remember who makes them. I think it's supermarket own brand for Waitrose. Thar. Aw, bless. Ain't it cute? At least I hope it cute. Okay. I'm going to amend this shade again just a little bit with you. And then I think this is a good line color for these tweedy trousers. There we go. Oh my goodness, this pose was... These poses were an adventure. Specifically, this guy's knees I had so much trouble with. Are they okay? I don't know. I hope so. I hope they're alright. By which I simultaneously mean I hope they look okay, and also I hope he's not, like, hurting himself sitting this way. But I think he'll be fine. I don't know. Anyways, don't question the poses. They're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. This is not a photorealism. This is just goofs. And this has been me. I think I'm gonna call it for now on this piece. I'll probably finish it off stream because I've got a lot of other stuff that I need to do, and I want to build Lego on Thursday, so we're gonna do that then. And yeah, in the meantime, I hope you have a good rest of your week. I'm gonna see if there's someone that we can go do a little raid on. And thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. It's been really nice. I've had a lovely time. Who is live right now? That's people we know who might be doing something cool. Maybe someone we haven't raided in a while. Actually, I haven't said hello to Perrin in a bit, so let's go give them a hello. I don't think I've raided Perrin in a while. I might be wrong, but the vibes are good, so why not? If you're not familiar, it's a nice, cozy time. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cozy drawing and co-working time today, so that'll be very pleasant indeed. Did the raid start? Thank you. There was a bit of a delay there. I was like, is it working? I don't know anymore. Actually, kind of think of it, maybe we've raided Perrin recently, but you know what? Who cares? Let's go hang out there again, because it's a really nice place to hang out. Anyways, I hope that y'all have a good rest of your week. I'll be back on Thursday, and I hope I have a good week too. Honestly, I'll be editing video and probably finishing this painting off stream. But thanks so much for hanging out. It's been a really nice stream. It's been nice hanging out with you. Genuinely, always makes me feel better to stream. And I'm in a good mood now. I hope that your moods are good too. And yeah, I shall see you hopefully very soon. But regardless, have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good rest of your week. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Grab the raid message if you want to. If you have the emotes, feel free to grab the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message or pen any cool emotes that you do have. It's all good. In the meantime, I shall say farewell for now. Take care, everyone. Good night and good luck.